Good day. Welcome to EJC News, your monthly recap of news items taking place across the East Jamaica Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. I'm Sophia Dorma. In the news, Steps to Reclaim Missing Members launch, GEMS celebrates 8 years, and all schools consecration service held. We'll be right back. Now the news in detail. The Adventist Church in Jamaica and around the world is taking steps to reclaim its missing members. This was revealed at the recently held Lord Transform Me Sabbath School Congress and School of Evangelism graduation held during the period April 26 and 27, 2019. Lay leaders, pastors, and church administrators gathered for a special consecration and reclamation service at the Kencott SDA Church. Pastor Samuel Telmack, Sabbath School Director at the Inter-American Division, officially launched the Ministry of Reconciliation of all former members across the Inter-American territory and across Jamaica.
The East Jamaica Conference and the Jamaica Union to officially launch the ministry of contacting, that is going to the homes of all the former members to visit them, to begin to listen to them, begin to empathize with them, begin to apologize and begin to pray for them in preparation to restore them to church on September the 7th. What do you say?
In his response to the declaration, EJC President Pastor Eric Nathan said there are crucial days in Earth's history, and every strategy that we can use to impact our membership will be greatly received. September 7, 2019 will be a massive homecoming celebration across the division, where it is estimated that 1 million former members will be reconciled to Christ and to the church on that day. Girls of Eloquence, Morals, and Standards, GEMS, is celebrating 8 years of ministry in East Jamaica Conference. Under the theme, GEMS Valued and Precious for a Purpose, the anniversary celebration this year was held on a zonal basis for the first time and saw shepherdess, wives of pastors in East Jamaica Conference being the main speakers at the 4 locations across the conference. On April 13, 2019, the Shortwood and Morant Bay SDA churches were the venues for divine service for Zone 3 and 4 respectively, with Sister Audrey Bailey and Sister Paula Bailey Brown being the main speakers.
You belong to the King, and you are precious. Precious because He created you in His own image. Precious because He purchased you with the blood of His Son. Precious because He has washed away all your sins.
At the Shortwood SDA Church, GEMS coordinator Dr. Yvette Castell brought greetings on behalf of Women's, Children and Adolescents Director Elder Claudette Genus.
I bring you greetings on behalf of the EJC family, Women, Children and Adolescents Ministries Director Elder Claudette Genus, who is celebrating with the GEMS over in Zone 4 at the Morant Bay Church in St. Thomas this morning.
The GEMS in Zones 1 was addressed by Shepherdess Sharon White at the Stadium Community SDA Church.
You're born to fly. Keep honoring what? God. He will give you what you need when you... Don't forget that. The moment you need a break, God will show up. I can tell you stories about it. He will show up. You must believe it. Believe it. He will show up.
While Zone 2 was addressed by Shepherdess Melissa Brooks at the Halfway Tree SDA Church.
Girls of Eloquence, Morals, and Standards, I want to speak to you frankly today. There are so many things happening in our society that is of great influence. The music you listen to, the clothes you wear, you don't want to attract the wrong guy. You don't want to attract the wrong guy by the way you dress, do you?
The event was was planned by a team consisting of the Family, Women, Children, and Adolescent Ministries Department, headed by Elder Claudette Genus. Meanwhile, just over 90-plus elders across East Jamaica Conference received certificates for completing the Inter-American Division Elder Certification Program. This program was designed to further establish the elders in the Word of God and the spirit of prophecy. The service was held at the King's Chapel SDA Church on May 25, 2019. Pastor Joseph Smith, Ministerial Secretary, Jamaica Union, and Assistant to the President for Evangelism, was the main speaker.
I am a Seventh-day Adventist Christian because of an elder. I am an apostle because of an elder. I was ordained as an elder in 1985. Among all the certificates I have that I treasure, Dr. Nathan, my elder certificate is very important to me. Elders are essential to the life and the ministry of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. I want to say that again. Elders are essential to the life and the ministry of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. I have come to recognize that the character of a church is determined more by the elders than the pastor.
For his part, President of East Jamaica Conference, Dr. Eric Nathan, commended the elders for their tremendous contribution and encouraged them to continue working for the Lord. The program is spearheaded by the Ministerial Department of the East Jamaica Conference, which is headed by Pastor Liebert Williams. And now to education. The annual All Schools Consecration service was held on June 29, 2019 at the North Street Seventh-day Adventist Church. Just over 125 students from the Kingsway High, Kingsway, Agla Park, New Hope, Woodford, and Miramar preparatory schools marched down the aisles as family, friends, and well-wishers looked on. The graduates received a special charge from Youth Ministries Director, Jamaica Union, Pastor Dane Fletcher.
He is my senior as a man, a senior in ministry. It would be hard for me to call him Eric. So I should know my place when it comes on to authority. I should know my place when it comes on to adults. Young people, you should know your place. Have respect and manners for authority.
Although the schools were combined for the consecration service, they each had their separate graduation exercise days after. Meanwhile, students from all 5 preparatory schools were given commendation for their performance in the much-anticipated first trial of the PEP, Primary Exit Profile Exam. The Primary Exit Profile Exam, PEP, is the replacement for the Grade 6 Achievement Test. On your mark, get set, go. Scores of individuals turned out for the annual East Jamaica Conference Health Run on June 9, 2019. The run walk, which has been in existence for the past 18 years, saw both the young, the old, and the very ambitious set off to claim the coveted first prize. We spoke with Health Ministries Director, Pastor Leonard Steele.
Today was tremendous. We had a wonderful time. The turnout was great, unexpectedly. We did not expect the amount of people that turned out this year. I tell you, God has been with us, and I'm just elated to see the enthusiasm in the people. And I know that by God's grace, next year, if we are living, it will be bigger and better.
But alas, there could only be one winner in each category. Runner Henry Thomas from the UCT Steppers snatched that spot for the male category, while Erica Simon from the Mona Heights Chapel topped the female runner. In the walk category, non-Adventist 2016 winner Paula Sinclair snatched the top spot, while Carlton Williams claimed the male prize. For the children, Cleo Williams from the Shortwood SDA Church and Joshua Richards from Oak Glades SDA Church emerged on top. The wheelchair female winner was Vinette Green.
Not because you're in wheelchair. You still can do something for the country and no matter what the condition, don't let nothing get you down. I never let nothing get me down. I'm a determined person so long as I can move. Because there is a lot cannot move.
The oldest participant in the race was 81-year-old Elizabeth Mattis.
And what do you have to say for others who not exercising?
Well, I would tell them that they must keep fit, just exercise, find something to do, and don't sit down because you will be just lazy.
On a collective note, Team Everton Park Seventh-day Adventist Church copped the Champion Church Award. Meanwhile, Adventist men in East Jamaica Conference gathered at the Morant Bay SDA Church in Zone 4 on June 15, 2019 to celebrate the annual Men's Convention, which was held under the theme, Living the Life of a Transformed Man. Guest speaker, Chief Chaplain of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Pastor Gary Badu Fletcher, emphasized that the Seventh-day Adventist men must lead by example for the benefit of their families and society.
I think the teachers relate to the child even differently when a father turns up at the school than a mother. I don't know why. I get that impression. My sister and the poet say it's true. When a father turns up and asks a teacher, let me see my boys or my girls' grades, it makes a difference.
Bringing greeting was East Jamaica Conference Executive Secretary Pastor Linton Williams.
I'm very happy to be identified with the men and of course women in Zone 4. And today is a lovely setting in this convention where our men have come out and to show that they believe in men's ministry and they know their role in carrying forth this wonderful gospel of salvation.
The program was planned by the Men's Ministries Department of the conference, headed by Pastor Manley Phillips.
We had an impact in zones 1, 2, 3 in Kingston. Many of the men from St. Thomas could not afford to be there. So we decided that we would have to take it to them so that they could feel a part of the fellowship of the men in East Jamaica Conference, hence this convention in Morant Bay.
Meanwhile, the powerful work and effective ministry of the literature evangelists in the salvation of souls was highlighted at the East Jamaica Conference Annual Publishing and Spirit of Prophecy Convention held on June 15, 2019 at the Stadium SDA Church under the theme Arise to Serve. The main speaker for the day was Publishing and Health Ministries Director, Jamaica Union, Pastor Dudley Hosing.
You might not feel yourself to be qualified, but God, oftentimes, He calls individuals who are not qualified, but He qualifies them.
The official launch of the Youth Challenge in East Jamaica Conference was also made by Pastor Hosing. The program was spearheaded by EJC Publishing Ministries Director Pastor Lorenzo Brown and Spirit of Prophecy Director Pastor Liebert Williams. Meanwhile, EJC's faithful stalwart, church leader, social commentator, and university administrator, Elder Martin Henry, was laid to rest on June 30, 2019, following a funeral service at the Kencott SDA Church. Elder Henry, who served the church in the capacity of First Elder of the Guava Gap SDA Church and a member of the EJC Executive Committee, passed away suddenly on May 28, 2019. He was 61 years old. Elder Martin died leaving wife Jacqueline, son Theodore, daughters Laurie, Joni Q, and foster daughter Tamara Chin. And for a look at events to come, please visit our website at www.ejc.sda.com and subscribe to our mailing list. You can also have a look at our Facebook page or follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ejc.sda. And that caps this month's edition of EJC News. Have a blessed day.